in this body-mind training, we're going to be covering how to shift, how to change, how to become comfortable with uncomfortable emotions or negative emotions. You've all felt all kinds of emotions in your life. There's been emotions that have been uncomfortable, painful, sadness, depression, grief, anxiety. You all know what I'm talking about. Then on the other end of the scale, we've got the opposite, which are good feelings, positive feelings, blissful feelings, happiness, joy, lightheartedness, just enjoying yourself because you're feeling good within your body-mind system, because these two systems are integrated, they're connected. The body and the mind are connected as one unified area. So the key to body-mind control is learning that they're connected and knowing that they're connected. Whatever happens in the body, happens in the mind. Whatever happens in the mind, happens in the body. So the key to shifting and changing this is having mental control, emotional control, and automatically it will lead to physical balance, physical control, feeling good in your body. Because when you're feeling upset, in a bad state, uncomfortable emotions, your body feels tired as well. So you can see how these go hand in hand. So in this quick practical exercise I'm going to be sharing with you is how to process these uncomfortable emotions that you feel. Because oftentimes people are feeling all these bad feelings, but they don't know what to do about them. So how do we shift from these bad feelings into these good feelings? I'm going to show you right now. So get ready, we're going to do a little practical exercise. So in this moment, or in a moment when you're feeling a bad feeling or an uncomfortable feeling, what we can even do is, if you're not feeling one now, is to summon one, to bring one, to induce one out of yourself. So think about something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Think about an uncomfortable feeling, because we can't change the things that happened in our lives, but we can change the way we feel about them. And that is what this process is all about. We can't change the past, but we can change how we feel about the past events that occurred, so that we can feel better about them and we can have a new perspective about them. So usually what's the case is that if you're feeling an uncomfortable feeling about something, it's because you haven't processed it, you haven't allowed it or appreciated or transformed the way you perceive that past event. So in this process I'm going to do with you now, it's all about looking into a past event and changing the perspective now on it, so that when you think about it, you feel better about it. Because if there's things you think about and you feel negative feelings about them, you haven't processed them. So in this practical, what we're going to do is we're going to summon all the uncomfortable feelings. We're going to invite all the uncomfortable feelings with love, and we're going to allow them to be present, and we're going to just watch them. We're just going to observe them. We're going to let it be okay that we feel them from a neutral position. In this moment, I want you to invite an uncomfortable feeling. Something that might have been popping up over and over through your day to day, or something that's just been haunting you, or something that you can't seem to get rid of. I want you to bring it into your awareness, whether it's guilt or shame or anger, or I don't know what that feeling is that you feeling more than you want to, and that you want to shift and change so that you can feel a good feeling instead. So in this moment, you can pause the video, or maybe there's something you can think of straight away, but invite that feeling in, invite that pain in, whatever it may be. Maybe even self-induce yourself. Think about the uncomfortable event, rehash the event, play all the details so that you can summon the bad feeling. Because what we're doing in this process, we're working with paradox, and as you continue the course, you will see what I mean. Now, paradox is when you see the bad as equal to the good, when you validate them as equal, the balance. And when you can validate the good and bad as equal, that's when you stand in the center, where you actually have choice over the feelings that you feel. So in this process, that is what we're going to do. We're going to allow for you to bring the bad feeling into the present moment, invite it in, which is the opposite of what you would usually do. most instances, people would not be inviting the bad feeling. They'd be trying to push it away, which creates this emotional resistance, mental resistance, which actually tires the mind. So invite the painful situation, invite the sadness or the grief or whatever it may be. And as you invite it, feel it, completely feel it. Cut away the story and zoom into the sensation that you feel in your body as you do that. Tune into that sensation and find out, what does it feel like? Where is the sensation located in the body? Is it moving? Is it keeping still? Allow your imagination to just observe in all the details and the specifics, the sensory-based specifics that are contained within that sensation. So feel that negative sensation that you haven't wanted or chosen to feel for so very long. Sweep up all those feelings from under the rug and feel them. Take a deep breath. Sometimes it's important to just breathe into the feelings and just watch the feeling, feel the feelings. Feel that anger. Watch that anger, or that shame, or that guilt, or that fear, or whatever it is that you want to feel. Invite it. And even invite another one. Because you will start to find that when you invite all these negative, uncomfortable feelings into your life, and you just observe them from a neutral perspective, just watch them, pay close attention to them, don't buy into them and don't resist them, just allow for it to be present, and just feel all the feelings that arise, all that information that it brings you. Feel it. Sometimes it can also help if you just pay attention to your outer awareness at the same time, just to get you out of your mind. Because the key to this is to get out of the mind and get into the body. Because the body sensation comes first, then the mental thought patterns come second, as well as breath. Breath controls the mind. So if you can control breath, you can control the mind. In another one of my trainings, I go over a 15-minute breathing exercise that we can do to infuse the body with good feelings. It's one of the greatest mood enhancers. So find that, watch that if you can. It's really powerful. So as you're feeling all these feelings, just allow them to be there. Just allow them to be present. Love that they're there. Acknowledge them. Pay close attention to them. Because these might have been all the feelings that you didn't give your attention to, you didn't give your awareness to. And that's why they keep coming back. You know, if you invite feelings and you love feelings and you allow and you accept feelings and sensations to be present, they dissolve. They actually dissolve. Because it's your resistance of not wanting them that keep coming back. What you resist persists. What you allow, you give yourself to control, to transform. And that is what this process is all about. Do this on a day-to-day basis if you can, or just mentally imprint this concept into your mind so that any time of the day you feel an uncomfortable feeling, feel it, allow it, let it be. And paradoxically, you will find that you'll be able to release it much easier. You'll be able to let go of it much easier. And this is a very basic principle. It's a very easy to understand principle, but it's about applying these principles in your life to get an effect, and you will get an effect. So do this exercise, transform all those feelings and categorize them. Write down all the negative states or uncomfortable feelings that you might feel more frequently, and then one by one invite them in. Observe it in all the details. Sometimes what you can do as well is the images that you see when you begin to feel those feelings. See if you can add certain things to those images. So maybe one of the images, it's someone's face and there's a frown and it's raining. Maybe add a sunshine in there and add a smile onto the person's face, and allow yourself to feel, deeply feel those feelings, maybe for the very first time. They're only feelings, they can't hurt you. Welcome them in, welcome all of them, all the bad ones. all the bad, all the good, welcome them in, let them have fun together, watch them, don't judge them, validate them, and you will see, you will have greater ability to transform from one emotion to another and greater power in your life. Thank you for watching this lesson. If you found value in it, stay tuned for the rest of the modules that are coming up.